Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a bit of a while I've been doing some recording, so I've been quite busy. So let's get back to this. So today we're going to be talking about supply and demand and how to get high profits in this trading strategy. For all of those of you who haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe, do like and share this video so that everybody who can benefit from this can do so. So let's get to the crux of this. So supply and demand is all about understanding where the institutionals are coming in. And a lot of time when we try and do high profits, we really get out very soon. So if you understand this carefully, you'll be able to hold the trade longer and you'll be able to get profits at a better rate. So let's get this. So supply and demand. So first of all, what you need to understand is to do top-down analysis. By doing the top-down analysis, we do from the monthly, weekly, and the daily to figure out where the institutions have gone in. So first of all, in this particular chart, we're using the Bitcoin and US dollar because the Bitcoin has been going down for quite some time. So let's really figure out where will they be going. So if you look carefully at this particular chart, it was a bit of an uptrend quite a while ago, and now we're starting to go into a downtrend. So as it gone from an uptrend to a downtrend, that reversal point is our first supply zone. So we look at the wicks itself, we look at the wicks, and we look at the wicks and the top of the body, and we mark that zone. So this here would be a supply zone. So what that really means is the market went up, hits a particular zone, and then it started to reverse. The price of the bulls could not take it higher. That's why we had that particular wick, and then it marked that zone. So on the monthly, the highest time frame, I had the highest possible price point. This is where our supply zone is. As price goes further down, this will validate whether the supply zone has been and is in place or not. So if you look at the wicks of this particular one, there's your next supply zone. So from there, just the wicks itself, let you mark the zone. So as it goes further down, hits a particular zone, and then it bounces up, we're going to see a lot of wicks more. We only look at the wicks here, and that's our third monthly supply zone. Price went up, price went down, and it went further to the downside, and it hit this particular zone where it's our latest supply zone. So just to make it easier for you guys, okay, let's put in here monthly supply of all these yellow zones. So the monthly supply, then it gives you validation when you're viewing this that you know what you're doing. So as you label it, just make sure that you stay with the same color coordination. Otherwise, it will get quite confusing later on as you go down the smaller time frames. So we've got the monthly supply there and the last monthly supply there. Supply. So now let's look at where price reacted from. Okay, so price itself reacted from this particular zone. Okay, so this at one time was a demand zone because price did not go below here. But as price went further, this then makes this particular demand zone invalid. So we take this particular zone out. Okay, and let's look at where the demand zone really is. So as price is going further down, look at the recent, or in the basically the past, look at where the zones really started to change from. So look at the wick of here. We've got bullish run here, so we've got a lot of demand zones here. So just change that to a different color and then put in here the demand zone. So monthly demand. So in the monthly demand, what we're trying to say here is that price did not go below here, and from there a bullish run started. Okay, so as they went further up, it came back down, made another demand zone, got back up, made a supply zone. So the price turned in this particular area. So now as you look carefully, the supply run is going to be hitting a demand zone very soon. And with Bitcoin going and falling quite some time, okay, we're going to be hitting probably these zones in the future. So we've got a demand zone here that could be a likely target. So once we've done that, we now go one time frame down, which is the weekly, and then we look at all zones that we've missed. So if you look carefully, a zone was missed here because of the wick. We've got a zone here, okay, and we've got a zone here, but we're going to look at very carefully at the recent points rather than going further back. So on the supply area, on the weekly, we've got some wicks here. So we'll do that, change that back to yellow colorish, but change a bit different so that you don't get confused, and put here weekly supply. So weekly supply here. So as you see the price is going down from a monthly supply, it is easier for the eyes to understand that the trend is in a down rather than you catching every single movement. So should you have entered here after the monthly supply, you could have held this trade for a long time. So this is why you will get higher profitability trades when you trade the monthly supply, the weekly supply. So we don't have any more zones here. So we go one more time frame down. We go down to daily, okay? And let's look at what's really been happening here, okay? So on the weekly supply, you're seeing that price itself is starting to head towards this demand zone, okay? So when we are trying to forecast the price, we're looking from demand zones to supply zones and vice versa. So in the past, price rallied in this demand zone. So what price always does is goes back to its origin. So that is why it made a high that's trying to make that low of that monthly demand. So should price enter this area, okay, this is where you're going to find opportunities to buy it back. Or if you want to have the best buy rate, you're going to be looking for around about the 11,000 mark, okay? So always do your monthly supply, weekly supply, and the daily supply and demand. And this will give you the higher profitability trades. This will also let you hold the trade for longer. And this will turn you from a day trader to a swing trader into more of an investing trader so they can hold the positions longer. Okay, so that'll be all for today. If you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe, okay? Like and share this video, okay? And let's get your charts better. Thank you very much.